Welcome once again to another edition of Shelf Life Book Reviews Online. As always, I thank you for taking the time to watch my videos, which I hope you will find informative when you decide which books to purchase. But first, before the book of the day, I'm going to promote the latest issue of Shelf Life. This was 25 years in the making. In the spring of 1998, I began Shelf Life. Now with this issue, it is my 25th anniversary issue. So those in the London and area, be on the lookout. It will be distributed to various locations across London starting the following week. So hopefully you will pick it up. And those who have read Shelf Life faithfully over 25 years, thank you. End of plug. Now for the book. And the book is a most interesting one. It is Apartment 713 by Kevin Sylvester. This is published by HarperCollins and it retails for $21.99. Kevin Sullivan is noted for his young adult fiction, and this book could be classed as young adult fiction. Don't turn that dial up. When you hear young adult, don't say, well, this review is not for me because I'm an adult. Wrong. This book works for children, younger adults, and adults as well too. I enjoyed it, and I think I'm an adult. I know I've been called other things, but the book is really a most entertaining read. So if you like general fiction, that let's not put a label on it. Let's just say it's great fiction. Fine young adult, whatever, but it's still an excellent read. It's not too long. It's about 230 pages. And it involves a young boy by the name of Jake Simmons. Now, he and his mother are, they've had to find a new place for accommodations. He's used to being at home with his video games, and he's a young boy. I can't recall if it actually says his age, but I think he's close to his teenage years. So with his mother, they have to leave, and they have to find accommodations. So they go to this run-down establishment known as the Regency. It's apartments that are leased, and they've been there for quite some time. Jake is not very proud of having to go there because he knows he can't ask his friends to come because the place is literally a dump. Now, his mother's looking for a new job, so she hopes to find it so they can actually get out of that building as soon as they possibly can. Jake meets the custodian there, Danny. He hires Jake to do some work around the apartments, but he makes one request: do not ever go in apartment 713. Now, of course, Jake doesn't really purposely want to go there, but when he sees the panel in the basement light up, that the apartment 713 is lit up, he thinks, well, nobody's there. Why is this lit up? So obviously he goes up there and he enters, and he finds a girl by the name of Beth. And he also finds she is wearing unusual clothing as if it's from almost a century ago. Well, he's stepped back in time because this is a time travel story. One of my favorites. I love time travel. And he goes there, and she wonders why he's dressed the way he is. He's got his hoodie, and she said, what kind of clothing is that? So he is stuck in sort of a time warp. And he goes back in time to when the Regency was first built in its infancy, when it was really the in place to go to. It had concerts all the time, and he meets Louis Armstrong, who performs on the second floor of the Regency. So he meets all these amazing people from the past. He also meets Babe Ruth and Cool Papa Bell, and because he likes baseball, so he gets into baseball. Now he is wondering, how do I get back home? But he is there with a mission. He wants to see how to save the Regency, because in present day, the Regency is basically marked for demolition. It has no historical relevance, but Jake knows that there is relevance when it was built, and he hopes to find it to save the Regency. So it's really a most interesting story. He meets Beth, and Beth is a young girl who's very naive. She's a sweetheart of a girl, and he really likes her. And she likes Jake too, but she wonders why he says he has these strange sayings which are like 21st century sayings, and so she can't figure out why he's saying a lot of the things he's saying. So the book is really interesting, engrossing on so many levels. If you like a trip into the past, a time travel story, a sweet story between Beth and Jake, and he eventually does find his way back to present day, and he thinks he's been gone for over a month because he thinks in the past he's been there for a month. Well, in reality, he's only been gone for a few minutes. So that's sort of the magic of it all. So as you can expect and anticipate, he finds out how to save the Regency, and his mother wants to leave, and he says, no, I want to stay. It gives him a new appreciation for the building. So if you're looking for, like I said, a book that's really different, that's a lot of fun, and a book that you can relate to, young or old, Apartment 713 is a book you should certainly add to your reading list. So that's this book I wanted to show you this week. Hopefully, if you do buy it, you'll let me know whether you did like it or not, and I'm sure you will. So until we meet again, keep reading, stay safe, and stay sane, and I will see you at the bookstore. Thanks again, and bye for now.